First of all, can you tell us a little bit about what you teach here, how long you've worked at Marymount?
Sure, absolutely. So I started at Marymount in 2009, so I think that makes 13 years of a fabulous experience. I teach, I'm a professor in the interior design program, and most recently I've been teaching our technology classes, Revit architecture, AutoCAD, 3D design, rendering, virtual reality, those kinds of things.
And what majors are housed under the School of Design and Art?
So our school of design and art includes 5 majors. We've got in alphabetical order studio art, graphic and media design, fashion design, interior design, and then we have a graduate program in interior design as well.
And you mentioned technology. I think that's an interesting component. How does the connection with the Built School allow you to combine creative art with technology?
So it's a really great natural fit. There's a lot of areas in all of our disciplines where art and tech or art and business in a really kind of clear way overlap. So I can give a couple concrete examples. In the field of graphic and media design, one of the growth areas right now is UX UI design. So this is anything that's visual based, but is interactive with a data set behind the scenes. Think about a phone app, a game, something like that. UX UI design doesn't work without graphic designers working on the front end to look at the design experience and then getting tech on the back end to make sure that the app functions properly. In the interior design space, everything we do is driven by technology, whether it's 3D scanning of buildings and interiors to the software we use to document for construction. And then I even think in fashion, our students are so involved. All of our students are so entrepreneurial, but really understanding how to run a business and the tech and the business sense that you need to make that happen.
And through that, a lot of art and design students will pursue a minor in a more technological field. Can you provide maybe some common examples?
Yeah, so there's some great examples. We've got some minors that actually sit between design and business, let's say, like the business minor. But we've got so business minors is really popular among our students. We actually see a lot of students come the other direction as well. So you've got a business student that might want to learn a little bit about fashion, or they might want to learn a little bit about graphic design. And so they would do a graphic design minor as a business student. And so we're seeing actually the cross happening in both directions, which is really interesting.
And what jobs and fields do students from your school commonly move into?
Good question. I think we're fortunate that all of our majors are so career focused. Everything we do, they're creative careers that we're pursuing. So, interior design students are going to go and get jobs as interior designers, working in interior architecture firms. Our fashion design students are working somewhere in the fashion field, whether it be in a retail space or actually designing garments in Paris, New York, LA. Our art students are working everywhere, everything from being artists to running galleries or becoming art instructors. So becoming educators, and then our graphic media design students, they graduate, they help promote any marketing communication program department at any business, large or small.
And when it comes to fashion, Portfolio in Motion is one of our biggest events here on campus. How did last year's event go? And can you tell us anything yet about the theme for this upcoming year?
So I can't reveal anything yet about this year. More to come on that very, very soon. Last year was unbelievably amazing, and anyone that came to see it, I think will agree. The students knocked it out of the park. We had phenomenal support across the campus. I mean, it truly is a campus effort, and we were just so excited to be back face to face. We had taken a 2-year hiatus because of COVID, and to be back with the music and the lights and the student work. I mean, the designs were above and beyond what I've seen in many years. So it's really, really phenomenal. We can't wait to talk more about what we're doing this year in the spring semester. So.
And this is Day of Giving, so any major fundraising projects that your school does, or is there often a alumni giving component to PIM?
There is, in fact. Purchasing a ticket is a way of giving. So you get to support in multiple ways. The proceeds, a certain amount of the proceeds go into a scholarship fund for fashion students. We use the funds to help improve our facilities, and so actually you get that's a great give get, right? You show up, you get a great night at Marymount, and you get to support our fashion program.
And then finally, we had big news this semester. Marymount moved into the national rankings for U.S. News and World Report for the first time. What will that national status do to help our academic programs, help recruit future students?
It's just so amazing, and you're right. It's great and huge news this month. Right now what we're seeing is a lot of our students stay local when they graduate. And we've got this great alumni community here in the DC metro area, and it's great for students that are graduating and want to stay local. But as students tend to want to move away, some of the concentrations for our fields end up being not in the DC metro area. I'm thinking about fashion, let's say.
Yeah.
So this national recognition is really going to help grow our footprint and bring recognition to other parts of the country and the world where our students want to go and get great jobs.
Well, thank you for joining us today, telling us a little bit more about the School of Design and Art, and we'll be back with more next.